Good afternoon. Today we're going to introduce our exponent unit and talk about basic exponent properties. So on the left you will see all of the generic rules, and on the right you will see an example of each rule used. So if we look in at our first rule says a to the m power times a to the n power can simplify when these bases are the same, which in fact a is, a to the m plus n power, and you can add the exponents. So our example has same bases of 7. This is our base, this is our exponent, so we have 7 to the 3 plus 6 power, which is 7 to the 9th. I don't even know what that is, but 7 to the 9th is a fine answer. Now when we're looking at anything, a is anything again, to the 0 power, exponents tell you, for example, a squared is a times a, if you need that reminder. We have a to the first times a to the first, 1 plus 1 is 2. Following this rule, we get a squared. So when we have a to the 0, what we're saying is we have 0 of these. So there's just a rule. If you want to know why, you can ask me. It's kind of a long explanation, but the rule says anything to the 0 power is 1. 12 to the 0, 1. 3,500 to the 0, 1. Any number to the 0 power is 1. So now when we move on and we have a negative exponent needs to be written as a positive exponent, and the only way to do that is flip it under a fraction. So I now can put a to the positive n on bottom, and you have to have something on top, so if there is not a number, a coefficient out here, then a 1 would be on top. So a to the negative n is 1 over a to the n. 4 to the negative 2 is 1 over 4 to the positive 2. And 4 squared, we all know, is 16. So 4 to the negative 2 is 1 over 16. So our next rule, we have a to the m over a to the n, and when we are dividing, now look back here, when we were multiplying, we added the exponents. So when we are dividing, we will subtract the exponents. So here we have 3 to the 7 minus 2 is 3 to the 5th. When we are raising a power to another power, we multiply a to the m times n. So here we have 5 to the 3 times 7, which is 5 to the 21st. And then our next one, we have ab to the m. Our m gets distributed, and we have a to the m times b to the m. So we have 4 squared times b squared. 4 squared is 16b squared. Okay, and our last example, just like when we were multiplying and we distributed the power, we do the same thing with dividing. M goes to the top and to the bottom. So here we have 4 to the 3rd over 7 to the 3rd. This is a basic rule sheet I want you to have with you at all times. When we're doing this unit, it needs to be complete. And if you have any questions, let me know. We will do more in-depth examples in class.